openers. About that too.
About game time, bring the pain time.
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
MP, what up, man? I like your game.
Man, Mikael Bridges, man, that means a lot to me, man. I appreciate that, for real.
But don't get it twisted, though.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take it easy on you.
You already know, I know that. But, hey, I do want to see if you want to do a jersey swap after the game.
It's easy. Come on.
All right.
Okay, okay. I like that confidence.
You already know.
We'll see after the game then.
All right.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Josh Hart out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. And for the Lakers, Rui Hachimura out there with Reddish. Then it's James. Then there's Davis. And it's Drummond in at the 1. Here we are, Brent, the season entering its final stages now. It really is a marathon, isn't it?
Man, Kevin, town to town, games piling up, dealing with weather, flight delays, people wanting tickets. I mean, all the things that add up to a season. And on and off the court, it is a grind. And you know the players at this point in the year are always feeling it.
Pass to Hart. New York moving it around. Here's Bridges. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on LeBron James. Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
Here's Drummond. It's good from long range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Brunson. No good. Now here's Drummond. No good with the triple. Brunson scanning the floor. Lets a floater go, and it's LeBron James with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all. 6 points for Drummond.
So much attention on James. He's able to get it to a teammate. That's a great look.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 4-point game. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
It looked like the directive in that game was that they wanted to attack, and all that work that they put in on the perimeter turned into a big night for deep. That's feel-good moment right there. 3 of 4 so far.
Here's Brunson. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Golden State.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Drummond. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 3rd assist on the night. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. On the wing, Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Puts it up from 17. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Here's Drummond. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
And on the outside, back to Brunson. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And that one's good. Drummond.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Brunson. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. Bridges for 3. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Lakers leading by 10. Here's Drummond. And another basket for the Lakers.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence
the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
Mikel really showing a nice confidence in that shot right there as his percentages are trailing up.
And Drummond kicks to LeBron. Back to Drummond. To the middle. Here's Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Knicks trail by 12. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the kid in his last game against the Pelicans was all business. He scored 40 points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3-ball. And those are big numbers he put up. Hard to match. But he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And here's Towns. After the 3-pointer from Drummond. Nifty move. And it's Towns missing. Lakers leading by 15. Pass to Drummond. On the wing. And again, it's the Lakers.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
New York has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Back to Brunson to stop the run. Reddish grabs the rebound.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Here's on an open after the basket by the Lakers. Now, Hart. 9-point game his last outing. Bridges misses. Drummond working against Brunson. And there's Drummond. That's good on the assist by James. James has got assist number 5 here tonight. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter of the game. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Will go for a different look here. Drummond's checked in for Anthony Davis. Cadet comes in for Rui Hachimura. James checked in for James. And it's Russell in for Cameron Reddish. Here's Kolek into the lane. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Griffin's checked in for the Knicks. Los Angeles leading by 22. Drummond passes to Drummond. Shoots over Achua. And another basket for the Lakers.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's Kolek. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson comes in for A.J. Griffin. Russell passes to Drummond. There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Now here's Brunson. Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Well, that's exactly what you expect. Mitchell Robinson within 3 feet. That's 2 points.
Here's Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Here's Kolek. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Come to me, come to me.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Brunson. The fadeaway J off the mark.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And so it's Los Angeles, holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Miles McBride. Achua is out there with Robinson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Kolek in at the 2 guard. They grab their own miss. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And he can intimidate. It comes from the elbows. He attacks the offensive glass. And he gives you second possessions.
Here's Kolek, defended by Drummond. The 3 gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kolek has got his first 3 points of the game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Drummond. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. And that one's good. Drummond.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from 3-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Inside. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Brunson's got 4 this quarter.
Brunson, one of those players that's just not going to be denied, determined to convert inside, and he does.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Kolek with the foul. The rebound by James.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys. Just flat out blew it.
And that one's good. Drummond.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's Kolek. He's got 6. There's a screen by Achua. A rebound by the Lakers. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins and looking for number 8 tonight.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders, the way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
New York has gotten both of their three-point attempts down here in the second quarter.
Doesn't get any easier for Achua. Once he's got positioning, he wants inside. He'll look to dunk everything.
So the Lakers call timeout, their first. Good substitution here for the Lakers. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Drummond. Christie comes in for Connect. James checked in for James. And it's Austin Reeves in for D'Angelo Russell. And that one drops. Drummond's got 49 points in the game.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
For New York, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Anunoby has the open look, and it's off from three-point range. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And here's Brunson following the 3 from Drummond. Unloads from 9, and the shot is long.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find him.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. A three-pointer off the mark. New York shooting it very well, 54% from the floor in the second quarter. And the Knicks miss again. And here's Los Angeles, and we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Hart, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
New York's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Lakers shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Yet another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
1:15 left in the second quarter. The Knicks shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Stolen by Reeves. Here's Drummond. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
I got it.
Anunoby with it. Scoreless thus far. Here's Brunson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Drummond. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 8. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Drummond gets it to go on the assist by James. 65 points for Drummond.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Brunson kicks to Bridges. Pass to Anunoby. And Brunson has it in the corner. Anunoby with the screen for Brunson. Banked in off the glass. Brunson's got 10.
And those are 2 points earned by Jalen Brunson.
Here's Drummond. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Takes a 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Los Angeles on top, delivering the blowout. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And for their matchup with the Clippers, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that. You know, that's when you let your guard down.
And in this league, Jet, it seems like upsets happen every week. And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the New York Knicks.
Their defense has been trash. That is, if you can call it defense. I call it being lazy.
Yeah, it's lazy, Shaq. They've been outworked, and you got to beat them to the basketball. That's the kind of team that you want to have. And so far, they haven't answered the bell.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second.
Go get him, MP. Your time.
As we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Los Angeles on top, running away with it. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, it doesn't feel better when
when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Okay, MP. Man, I didn't know you was nice like that. Hey, you deserve this jersey.
Thanks, man. You're definitely the toughest defender I've had so far.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate it. Here you go.
Here you go, man.
Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Keep doing your thing, man.
Hey, got to.
Man, I know Scott Skiles is big mad somewhere right now. These fans make a lot of noise. Let's quiet them down.
MP, you're about to go off.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Boston Celtics in this one as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Ali LaForce on the sidelines. All right, a chance to check out stats for Kristaps Porzingis.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And now the Los Angeles starters. We've got Cam Reddish. He's out there with Anthony Davis. James is out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Drummond in at the 1 spot. And for Boston, Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. And coming down the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, have modern training methods helped players get through it in one piece, you think?
Without a question, B.A. At the same time, it's a keeping up with the Joneses situation. If the guy you're guarding is in top form, that wears you down, too.
So the Lakers will get the first possession here. Reddish on the wing. Back to Drummond. Reddish on the wing. Pass to Drummond. Reddish on the wing. Puts up a three. Sinks it from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Pritchard. Drummond defending. Pritchard, the pass to Porzingis. Four on the clock. Here's Pritchard. James with the rebound. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Now here's Porzingis. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Excellent D there from Davis.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And the shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Drummond. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Drummond's got 5 points.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
White can't hit. And here's Hachimura. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. And they pick up 2. 7 points in the game.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. A shot from the mid-range. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
The shot by Drummond, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Brown, that's good.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And let's check in with our rookie class and see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up. Just a little over a month left to go. You look at Drummond. He's shown us throughout the course of this season that he's at the top of his rookie class. So it's no surprise to see him in the top spot.
And there's no doubt he's the top contender. I'll be shocked if he's not lifting the Rookie of the Year trophy later on.
It's got to be him. In a season where we have a ton of worthy candidates, he has been the most outstanding by far.
Tatum with it. Hachimura covering. White, the pass to Tatum. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Hachimura. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
White with it. Yet to see a basket. Outside Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Drummond. A nice shot by Tatum.
What a weapon the three has become for Jason Tatum. Look out.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. And the point of emphasis in the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
Allie, thank you. James is checked in for Reddish.
First team foul. Lakers substitution number 9.
Porzingis for 3. Rebound by the Lakers. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year. Drummond for 3. Sinks the tray. Drummond's got 15.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Celtics trail by 12. And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Al Horford's checked in for Boston. Andre Drummond is checked in for the Lakers. Connect comes in for Hachimura. Double team on James. This one for 3. That one's good from James on the assist from Drummond.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And White has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. 15-point game. Will it go? James with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds in the game. And here's Connect outside. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. With some changes, Cornette's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Boston comes in for White, and Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. D'Angelo Russell, he's checked in for the Lakers. 1:52 left in the first quarter. Celtics trail by 18. To win the run, a jam by Brown.
How about a little bit of daylight is all Jaylen Brown needs, up off his feet in a hurry.
Brown's gone 2 for 3 from the field. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Drummond's got 18 points in the game.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Boston. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Horford outside. Outside Holiday. From deep. And it's Connect with a rebound. The Lakers lead by 19. Back to Drummond. Over to the wing. The 3 from Russell. And Los Angeles, another 3.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Boston. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Pass to Horford. Here's Boston. There's the 3. He can't hit that time. Drummond with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. The shot by Drummond, no good. Well, the Celtics shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. Here's Cornette. Drummond defending. Horford passes to Cornette. Outside Holiday. Here's Brown for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. And don't go far. We'll be right back. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor, a lot of the damage coming in transition.
Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Luke Cornett. Then there's Drew Holiday. And it's Boston in a two-guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the kid in their last game against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He scored 68 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Now, here is James. The shot by Drummond, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside Tatum. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Rebound, the Lakers. Davis has got 4 rebounds now. Out left to the wing. The 3-ball. And there's Drummond. That one's good. On the assist from James. James has got his 4th assist with that last one. The Celtics have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Holiday against James. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Drew Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Drew Holiday is elite, period.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Celtics. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. Drummond for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Drummond's got 12 now in this quarter.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Pritchard, the pass to Tatum.
Yo, watch him.
Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Tatum's got 7 points.
Boy, it's so clear that Jason Tatum is comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
Drummond for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 5th assist in this one. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Holiday. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Again, the Lakers score.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Here's Pritchard, 15 in his last outing. Back to Tatum. Fires the three. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 for 9 here in the second. And he gets the bucket. Drummond's got 41.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
The Celtics have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point, because you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game.
Now here's Holiday. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Tatum. Shot to stop the run. On target from range. Tatum's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
And here's Drummond. Takes the 3. Tatum pulls it in. Here's Pritchard. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Drummond for 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Boston has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Outside Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots it from the corner. Good as the jump shot falls. Porzingis has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, this is why they call him the unicorn. Porzingis off the catch, ready to rise and fire. That's 7'3", everybody.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to my range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. The shot by Holiday, no good. Pass to Drummond. Fires the 3. And another one.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Well, the Celtics shooting just around 32% from the field. Drummond against Horford. Back to Tatum. Here's the 3. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Now we're starting to see him deliver on offense. He's really found his tempo here in the second quarter.
Out to the wing. Drummond for 3. And again.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Outside Tatum. 4 seconds left. Can't capitalize inside. And so it's Los Angeles. Way out of range with an enormous lead as we head into a break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back after this.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly. But first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
You look at the Celtics. They've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part, the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for that.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Lakers.
So, if you've been around this game, you see the trends. What they're doing tonight, that's how a bunch of teams are being built, playing outside in as a viable approach. If you have guys who can do that.
And they do. This lead didn't happen by accident.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers? And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.
MP got the job done tonight, as usual. A lot of our fans in the house tonight. Should be a fun one.
It's your world. We just live with it.
And there's a lot of exciting basketball fans revved up and ready to get going. Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Taking a look at the Lakers, they've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up.
You know, for Los Angeles, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Cameron Reddish is out there with Davis. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then it's the kid, and it's James in at the 2-guard spot. And for Brooklyn, they've got Cameron Johnson. DeAnthony Melton out there with Cam Thomas. Then there's Harris, and it's Claxton in at the 5. He'll be the Nets off the tip. And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind. But once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. From deep, James. It's hauled in by Claxton. Here's Melton. Harris outside. Slam dunk by Harris.
That body control, baby. Harris smashing through it.
Drummond working against Harris. Pass to Reddish. A 3-ball. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Drummond working against Melton. Anthony Davis with the rebound. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. From deep, LeBron, and another 3 for the Lakers.
Dangerous from the perimeter. LeBron is definitely a threat from that corner.
Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Celtics in Boston.
Full court press. Full court press.
Melton sets a screen for Thomas. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
And here is Harris, following the three-pointer by Anthony Davis. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, the Kid.
And the nature of big men in the league has evolved, and he's a perfect example of how valuable a guy like this can be on your team. He's had a tremendous stretch of basketball here lately.
Now, here's Melton. We saw him with 10 points last game. Pass to Johnson. Fires away from outside. Rebound the Lakers. One of the toughest teams for certain this season. They've hit the 60-win mark.
And fantastic team play. They've been fairly fortunate with good health along the way, adapting to everything that's been thrown at them. This group is a top contender, no doubt, for a deep playoff run.
And here is Thomas. After the three-pointer from Drummond, drains it from beyond the arc. Harris has got 5 points so far.
Returning fire. Harris wanted them to know he can answer.
Pass to Davis. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Reddish finds Drummond. On the wing, James. And another 3 for the Lakers.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes play. Thomas passes to Claxton. Here is Thomas. And here is Harris. To Claxton. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the Kid in his last game against the Celtics was outstanding. He scored 53 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
And what a year it's been for MP. A clear Rookie of the Year favorite and in the conversation, believe it or not, for MVP.
Just an astonishing debut season for MP. He'd be in historic company if he was able to take home both of those trophies this year.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tobias Harris. Connect, he's checked in for the Lakers. James comes in for Reddish.
One shot. One shot.
And Richard, talking about Anthony Davis for a second here. When healthy, he's still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, his health has always been a question mark for quite a while, Kevin. But make no mistake, when AD's good to go, he's one of the best players in the world.
Here's Claxton. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Johnson, a wide open look, misses the wing check.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
That one goes in, and it's 7 points for Drummond. On the top of the Rookie of the Year watch list, we see MP's name. He has really been impressive.
And before he stepped on an NBA floor, expectations were already high. So to see him actually deliver, it's exactly what his team was hoping he could add to the franchise.
Here's Claxton after the made shot from Drummond. In the corner, Finney Smith with it. And it's sent back by Drummond. Lakers leading by 14. Pass to James. Here's the three. And it's connect. That time on the assist by James.
Timeout. I love how aggressive Connect is off the catch. Shots like that prove he belongs in this league.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Brooklyn making some changes. Harris is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Williams comes in for Thomas. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Andre Drummond's checked in for Davis.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
To the left wing, here's Drummond. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
I got it. Send me one right here.
Nets trail by 18. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
The Nets shooting 33% here in the first quarter. And Bogdanovich kicks to Finney Smith. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams dishes to Bogdanovich. It's Finney Smith, top of the key. Outside Williams. Picked by Finney Smith. The Lakers with the rebound. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
And so it's Los Angeles, closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
We've got Williams. Tobias Harris is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Wilson in at the 1 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Wilson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. You know, the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all, Richard, and you saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And look, from a fan's perspective, it's a tough take. The team brings in some of the biggest stars this league has ever seen. You are thinking championship, and you never got close.
Outside, Bogdanovich. On the wing, Harris. Outside, Wilson. Pass to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots a 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Drummond with it. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. 18 points for Drummond.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Wilson. From outside, off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And that one's good. Drummond.
Great find by Braun using his basketball IQ. If you don't understand how smart he is, just ask him.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And they get it. And Davis sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Nobody near Williams. And a miss there on the triple. For Los Angeles, they've got 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
I got it.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. They double him with Russell. Nets have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. It's stolen by Davis. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Drummond again, Los Angeles.
You thought that first quarter was good? He's been even better in the second.
Now Wilson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. Pass to Harris. Outside Wilson. Three-pointer. And again, no good by Brooklyn. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Has to finish Smith. Trying to get something going. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score. And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Williams double team. The Nets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Wilson the pass to Bogdanovich. They set the pick. On the wing, Williams. 6 to shoot. Has to finish Smith. Puts up a deep three. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. Davis kicks to Drummond. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got his 4th assist in this one. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And you look at the career of D'Angelo Russell. I mean, he's played for several teams, including the Lakers twice.
Teams keep trading for D'Lo for his offense. He can be electric. There is a reason why he's been named an all-star in his career.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Johnson comes in for Bogdanovich. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Williams. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Wilson. Nets passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Thomas. The Lakers with the rebound. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to Charlotte.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Milton with the ball. He's picked up by James. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Richard, take a look at DeAnthony Melton's game, a combo guard, and size him up for us.
He's one of the combo guards that every team loves to have on their roster. He can hit an open three, but he can also guard a #1 offensive player on the other end and take the challenge every single night.
Free throw drops for Melton. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
And there's Drummond. That's good on the assist by Christie. Drummond's got 39.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Melton feeling it out a bit. Pass to Johnson. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Lakers. Wing shot on the way. Again, Los Angeles.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Claxton with it. Now Harris. 35 seconds left here in the second. Clock at 6. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 6 rebounds here tonight. With the shot. The rebound by Johnson.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
I got it.
Thomas with it. Still without a basket. Here's Melton. And the 3 off target. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hey, everybody. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
Check it out, Los Angeles. They've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part, the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for that.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They're giving a master class in ball movement right now. Running the offense, finding the open man, and it leads to a bunch of high percentage looks.
Yeah, great chemistry at that end. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A fantastic game from the kid in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside, or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Now for an update on Dorian Finney-Smith's injury, let's go to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Brooklyn. It was confirmed that the ankle did turn and it has significant swelling. He can put very little weight on it right now. And, of course, that would be a brutal loss for this team if he misses any time, as they're getting ready for the end of the season. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, the slam!
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
And here's Melton. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. For three, Harris. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Hood Shafino. He's guarded by Thomas.
And it's just so beautiful. The timing of that play is exceptional. Davis just gets there right on time and puts it in.
Claxton the pass to Harris. To the paint. Melton kicks to Thomas. Claxton against Davis. 4 on the clock. Here's Thomas.
What's up with that?
And another shot. And he sinks the layup.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart him, kind of wake him up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
Pass to Hachimura. Takes it from 10. They get it back. And finished off by Davis.
It's so hard trying to keep Davis off the glass. He's just so big, so strong, and has the athleticism.
Outside Thomas. Nobody near Melton. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 3 assists tonight.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Hachimura kicks to LeBron. Buries it from 3-point range. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
Once the last 3 went in, I looked at LBJ and I was like, yo, I think he's going to try and respond.
Harris outside. Johnson outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And if you listen to Cam Johnson talk about shooting, my goodness, RJ, he is a student of the game.
Studies a lot of different shooters, constantly analyzing his own footwork. And you know what? The result speaks for themselves.
Pass to Harris. Over Reddish. The Lakers with the rebound.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Now here is Hachimura. James in the post. Thomas is on him. LeBron, good. LeBron's got 18 points.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Harris. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. He has 7.
We're used to seeing Harris from the outside, but Tobias, he can step up. He's got the size to do some work down low.
Pass to Hachimura. And that one, good. Hachimura's got his first 2 points of the night. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Johnson outside. Nets passing it around. Latre. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Now here is Hachimura. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Good work there as it goes. LeBron's got 20 points.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
Bounce pass, Claxton. Thomas outside. Connects from 3-point range.
And it's big for Thomas's confidence when he's knocking that down. Keep shooting, young man.
Pass to Reddish. Back to LeBron. To the right side. 5 on the clock. Lets it go with the 3. The shot by Reddish, no good. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Johnson. At the elbow, it's Harris. Pass to Melton. Thomas with the ball. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Thomas got his third basket of the night right there.
Thomas is drawing attention, and rightfully so. Then he finishes it with a nice dish.
On the wing, James, guarded by Harris. Here's Davis. Davis with the jam.
Ooh, when the brow gets up, you better get out the way. There's not many people with that length and that athleticism.
Melton finds Claxton. Here's Thomas. The rebound by James. James has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Hood-Schifino. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
And a new group in for the Nets. Bayron Sharp, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tobias Harris. Wilson, he's checked in for Cameron Thomas. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. The Lakers have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Reeves the pass to James. To the inside. The rebound by Sharp. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Bogdanovich, no luck.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Pass to connect. Takes the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, able to put on a show for the ages. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Sharp, Johnson. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. See you next time.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
Great win tonight, MP.
Whose bat is that? I got him.
2-0. All right, y'all ready? Let me see. Let me see. Come on, man, don't sell. Let me see the ball. Let me see the ball. Yup.